All right, y'all, we are here to talk about this next fight, and I'm super pumped and super excited for this next one. We got Bryce Mitchell, aka Thug Nasty, going at it with Andre Feet Touchy Feely. Man, this is a super hype fight, at least for me. I don't know about y'all, but it is for me. We got started off with Bryce Mitchell, 13-0, minus 165 favorite, 26 years old, fighting out of Arkansas. You already know who's coming out with the camo shorts. 145, 5'10", 70-inch reach. So he's going to be at a 4-inch reach disadvantage. But what do we know about Bryce? So this dude's got 9 sub wins, made famous by the Twister sub that he had. 5 decision wins, and he lands takedowns at a 41% takedown accuracy rate. So it's okay, not the best, not the worst, but this dude's pretty relentless. Pretty rudimentary striking overall, but man, is he an incredible MMA wrestler. And you just really see him improve leaps and bounds every time you see him in there. Ever since he lost that Dana White Contender Series fight, I think he lost it via rear naked choke. Man, this dude has just been propelling, shooting up like a rocket up the top. So yeah, super high level grappling, very beautiful Brazilian Jiu Jitsu transitions. Um, Man, like his last fight, he was out there controlling Charles Rosa in the grappling. Like nobody does that. The only one who does that is Thug Nasty. Dude was going from submission to submission, just trying to figure out any which way he could finish the fight. And man, listening to a couple of interviews, he said he's really tightened up a lot of his techniques where he wasn't finishing him Charles in that last fight. So whereas now he can finish him. So you love to hear it. Constant improvement, and I believe him. You see him out there every fight. This dude is constantly improving, and he definitely has the advantage on the ground, in my opinion. Now his opponent, Andre Touchy Feely, 21-7, plus 140 underdog. 30 years old, 5'11", 74-inch reach. So, like I said, he has a 4-inch reach advantage. This dude has 9 KO wins on his record, 3 sub wins, and 9 decision wins. So he can win in a plethora of ways, mostly by KO and decision. But he does have those 3 sub wins to keep in your mind, back in your head. 2 KO losses, 2 sub losses, 3 decision losses. Um, but one thing I noticed is that he has pretty good takedown defense, 69% takedown defense, which is definitely going to be applicable in this fight. He's fought the better competition, in my opinion. He's been in there with some real vets, Calvin Kattar, for instance, Michael Johnson, Yair Rodriguez, up and comers like Sadiq Youssef. And to mention in that Sadiq Youssef fight, when watching the tape, Sadiq Youssef, he was doing all right in the stand up, but when Andre started getting the better of him, Sadiq was able to control him with the grappling. And, Sadiq, he's not a grappler per se. He's a strong dude. He's a good grappler, good wrestler in his own right, but he's not Bryce Mitchell. Where Bryce Mitchell, he's looking for that wrestling. That's his number one. That's his goal. It's like Khabib. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's on Khabib's level, but you know what he wants to do in that regard. So Bryce Mitchell, amazing wrestler. If Sadiq is able to control you, it makes me wonder what Bryce Mitchell is going to be able to do to you. Just saying. Andre Feely's an overall good MMA fighter. He's well versed everywhere. But in my opinion, for this particular matchup, he definitely wants to keep the fight standing in order to have a chance. He should have the technical advantage. He has the attribute advantage with the reach. He's the more rangy, lanky fighter. But overall, this matchup comes down to who can implement their game plan. Is it going to be standing? If it's standing, like I said, I definitely give the technical advantage to Andre Feely. Like you've seen with Bryce Mitchell's record, he has no knockouts, no TKO wins, no KO wins. It's all sub wins. So it's a battle of styles. Styles make fights. If Bryce Mitchell is able to get it to the ground, he should be able to cook Andre Feely to the bone and, do what he loves to do and either grind him out to a decision victory or submit him. I'm definitely leaning Bryce Mitchell. I love whenever it's a wrestler versus striker. Not saying that Andre Feely is solely a striker, but that's what I see his path to victory is, and I definitely see Bryce having an advantage in the grappling wrestling department. Love to lean the grapplers wrestlers in this matchup, and I'm gonna continue to do so with Thug Nasty. I look for him to either sub him late in the fight or pull out a decision victory over Andre Touchy Feely, and that's gonna do it for that prediction.